Good afternoon. We have some more rent on our hands. It's kind of weird. For Joe. So I am going to read briefly some of the information that Ren put on this song for Joe. And so again, out of respect of some of the background for this song, I'd like to just kind of read this real quickly. If you want to skip ahead, maybe a couple minutes, you can do that as well. But let's kind of go get some background here on the song in Ren's words here. So it says, after Joe died, the visits I paid to North Wales were fleeting. By being somewhere new, I could be someone new. Brighton didn't offer me just a new chapter. It offered me a new book and a whole new character. On Monday, I would make the difficult journey home because of music and the fundraising efforts of my incredible following. We managed to raise an incredible £21,000 for the RNLI, an incredible team of volunteers who risked their lives without pay to aid calls of distress from British shores. The night Joe went missing, they were out on the choppy stretch of water between Anglesey and the mainland until 5 a.m. looking for Joe without pay. From the goodness of their own hearts, they continued the search efforts for the entire following week until hope dwindled. They owed us nothing. They gave us everything. Yesterday, I decided to pay a visit to Joe's mom and dad. I was asked to play them a new live version I've recorded in Calgary. It was probably the most nervous I'd been playing someone a video that I'd made. The topic isn't an easy one, especially for parents who had lost an incredible son. I nervously hit play, and the gravity of what I was showing sunk in, and I began to cry. In the end, we sat in silence, silently sobbing. Joe's mom turned to me and smiled, and we hugged, and I felt much lighter. It made me really realize, I guess, what I've always known. Music is far more than music. It's a channel of communication for the things that are impossible to say. It's a bridge between the living and the dead. It's a way to stay immortal. It's a way to resurrect the dead. It's a universal language. It cuts down barriers of the parts of you which you anticipated in steel cast iron. It allows frozen rivers to thaw and become unstagnant. I owe myself, my life, everything I am to music. Music is the closest thing to God I know. I'm grateful to be doing what I do and to tap into this mystic force. My life, my energy, myself, I eternally devote to it. So, here we go. Another beating. I think it's going to be another beating. But let's go. I'm ready for Joe. Oh, he's playing piano. Okay, so he's a pianist as well. Wow. 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 I'm already wowed. Jenny's tale, Screech's tale, Violet's tale all started with the high Ren. All starts with this vocal gymnastics that he just puts out there in the very beginning. And a lot of the runs that he does are just so attention grabbing. There's so much happening there. But let's just carry on. Let's go. It adds a haunting element to what we're about to hear, right?
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup.
We know the song.
You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch.
Okay, so hang on. This has already been released. Hang on, but this is a different song. Hang on, I'm confused now. Hang on.
I guess there's some that's born lucky. There's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness. Hatchet job. I locked my youth inside the trunk, inside the pick pickup truck, then dump that whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility.
So that was all part of his previous tribute to his friend. Okay. I like the piano. His beautiful melodies playing there. And of course the intro. I want to go back, if you don't mind. I want to go back to hearing his vocalizing again in the very beginning. It's so much going on there, man.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside the trunk, inside the pickup truck, then dumped that whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped.
Yeah, just like taking everything that he is and was and just throws it back over the same railing that his friend jumped from. Basically that end of innocence in the beginning of grief.
I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as hell. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Justin, Sega, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. Distance is my plaster cast, to tell the truth. The day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But
the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. My life of innocence and illusion of tranquility is all of a sudden suddenly stolen from you in a brief moment. And again, suicide is just the beginning of changing lives. It's the first life that's changed with the jump, and then the ripple effect of what's left behind. And some of you have said that you've struggled with suicide and you don't think that people will miss you and you don't have a lot of people close to you, but you're also wrong. And maybe it's time to branch out and reach outside of yourself and find ways to come alongside of others that are hurting, that you can help each other. And then maybe you'll come to realize I will be missed.
I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. Distance is my plaster cast, to tell the truth. The day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find the anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I can find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you, absurd, fuck.
I mean, look, again, the what ifs. If I had only been there 5 minutes sooner, if I'd only pulled you over the railing, if I'm blaming myself that I couldn't have gotten there, ran a little quicker, that I couldn't have. We've got to let go of the what ifs in our lives. It's going to eat you alive. It's never going to let its grasp loose from you if you dwell on the what if. It's going to change you.
And so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you.
Wow, and think of that. We couldn't find your body, so we couldn't wave goodbye to the hearse. Like we just left with like emptiness.
I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine.
See that? What if I'd only done that, if I'd have pulled you over, if we'd only hugged, if we'd only cried, if we'd only done this, if only.
The way that it worked, I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I can find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening. I love you, man. I miss you, absurd. Fuck.
KFC. Love you, Ren. Mean it.
Another domino, it falls. Across the way another's born. How you're supposed to raise a child and give it courage from a storm. In a world that is confusing, contradictions pave our flaws. Some will say we're only human, others judge us for our flaws. Some get born in sheets of satin, some get by in tattered clothes. Some will die before they live, that's just how the story goes. But for those of us still with us, who reside inside our hearts, tell them proudly how you feel. And for those of us who aren't, freckled angel stand strong.
Okay, I was told to listen to Freckled Angel, which is about his friend that had jumped. Okay, so now we're segueing into probably his Freckled Angel song. Okay, so this is more of a, what do you call it? When you're taking multiple songs and putting them together in one, starts with an M. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna get a bunch of people telling me this. Medley. Okay, medley. All right, so I think we got a medley here. At least I haven't heard Freckled Angel, so this is gonna be my first toe dip into the song. But I know a lot of you guys said listen to Freckled Angels, and now here we are. So okay, that's okay. So okay, all right, I'm with you. I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Story goes, but for those of us still with us, who reside inside our hearts, tell them proudly how you feel. And for those of us who aren't, freckled angels stand strong. Freckled angels live on. Freckled angels climb higher. Freckled angels still inspire. Freckled angels won't forget you. Teach me to live my life better. 13 years.
Okay, I just want to say something about just this little sustain on that note that he pedaled down with the note carrying. Again, he's not just a hack playing piano. He's literally got skills with the piano. And again, he knows how to use his instrument, whether it be his vocals, his mannerisms, his guitars, or his piano. Doesn't matter. He willfully includes these instruments to play a distinct part in the music that he produces. And that little sustained note, again, is just kind of like a cool little bridge in a way. Let me just go back just a bit more. That's just a cool little ad, just a little ad for emphasis for the feeling of the song. Cool stuff, Beans.
Freckled angels stand strong. Freckled angels live on. Freckled angels climb higher. Freckled angels still inspire. Freckled angels won't forget you. Teach me to live my life better. 13 years and still I miss you. Now my wings are missing feather. Otherwise I'd come and join you. But for now I'm here on earth, stuck inside this mortal body. But for everything it's worth, made me braver, made me wiser, made me stronger.
Now listen. Okay, this is... Wow. Whoa. Okay. Made me wiser. This horrible thing. Notice how he's embracing it. His experience with the Freckled Angel. Those moments of reflection on how they've changed us. They've changed us, the people that we've lost, and we carry on, and we find that strength, and we find we find the identity of who they've contributed to our persona to be. He's brilliant. He's a brilliant man and a brilliant artist. I mean, wow, Ren, dude, you know, wow.
Otherwise, I'd come and join you. But for now, I'm here on
Don't want to come and join you yet, dude, but stay here.
Earth, stuck inside this mortal body. But for everything it's worth, made me braver, made me wiser, made me stronger, made me true, made me face the world with courage. And that's all because of you. Freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest. With their wings, they fly the farthest. So I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels live the longest, and their minds, they are the strongest. Oh, their friends, they are the fondest. So I know you're gonna be okay.
Wow. To live a life that's worthy enough of someone to write a song like that about you? Sorry. There's a movie that if you haven't seen it, you need to drop everything and go see it. Dead Poet Society, starring Robin Williams. The message of sucking the marrow out of life. To live life in an extraordinary, let your life be extraordinary, is what he says. Allow yourself to be vulnerable to love and to come alongside somebody and, change your lives. And as bitter as it is for Ren to suffer this loss, this senseless loss, he's still wiser and richer than he ever could have been, knowing he had his friend in his life. And wow, got me in the end, man. But just someone's ability like Ren to be able to step up and to just peel back the layer just enough for us to kind of get a glimpse of almost the holy ground that we trample on, to just try and listen to his artwork without truly appreciating what he's telling us. Wow. We're indebted to artists like this that can step up and produce such relatable content that just helps us release those tears or those feelings and come and help relate to the loss that we're left with. And again, if you're suffering with suicidal thoughts and you're waking up to that thought every morning and just is haunting you, seek help, get help, find ways to fill other people's lives with the joy of your life and reach out and make a difference to others. Magically, it'll make a difference to yours as well. So, whew, thank you, Ren. Love you, man. Much respect. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care.